coming in the air. Hear the screams from everywhere. I'm addicted to the thrill.
I'm ready.
It's a dangerous love affair. Can't be scared when it goes down. Got a problem? Tell me now. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
What's going on? It's Charm Soul. I'm coming straight with the AwkWORDsilence interview firsthand. They got the first exclusive. Nobody has it. Charm Soul, baby. What do? I'm an artist. I'm a songwriter. I do a lot. I style people. I'm a fashion genius. I do a lot, you know, anything music based, anything that has to do with rhythm or anything with beats, you know, that's me. I definitely do that, you know, put the ins and outs of all of the beats that y'all like. You know, as I was a child, I always was around music. You know, my father playing the oldies, my grandfather, he was a sax musician. As well as my mother, she's a writer as well for the Post. She does a lot of contributions to a lot of publications. So that definitely made my craft more, you know, fluent. You know, my music background, it really comes from, you know, the old days of banging on the lunch tables and listening and just vibing. You know, when people was like, yo, pass me one of those chocolate milks, you know, so that's when it really started. Motivated myself. You know, I don't feel like I'm at the top of the game or the game. I don't think I've established myself well enough or to be credited to have my head swollen up, you know. Just look at myself at the bottom at all times, you know. Not to put down my name, but you know, put yourself at the bottom so when you bubble, you know, it's not as fascinating because you work so hard for it. You know about being humble and being able to transfer anything into, you know, a point where your imagination can take hold. You know, a lot of people take it and become big-headed and don't know where they're at, and that's where longevity comes from, when you're humble and you can learn and sponge and be able to, you know, surround yourself with like-minded people where you can say, okay, well look at how that person's doing that, or look how that person's doing that, and you can grasp that and put it within yourself, you know, as an individual, as a writer, as, you know, an artist. But I have a mixtape coming out soon. It's called Hitchhiker's Thumb. You know, for the people that you know, like me, you know, the outcast, the person that is not regularly noticeable. You know, they in the back of the crowd, or they watching and they trying to see what's going on. But you know, I'm speaking for those people. This comes from a rock in a hard place, a hitchhike on the road with Desperado's guitar case. What I define great, I describe as a giant. David/Goliath, Martin, Malcolm, Power, the Million Man March, the Twin Towers. But that's just the beginning. I'm a full-time artist, no part-time season. If you're part of the problem, I'm part of the reason. I'd rather be deceased in the heart of museums with the true artifacts. In fact, it's an art to rap, but I paint pictures in my sentences. I got Picasso in my lyrics. I last whole gimmicks, put them in the trash. Something like you assholes did it, but I did it for cash. But I did it for kindness. That got Charm Soul, Miss Dimples with an AwkWORDsilence. Y'all can contact me at myspace.com/CharmSoul. You can contact me at twitter.com/CharmSoul. You can contact me at youtube.com/CharmSoulTV. It's been great. Shout out to AwkWORDsilence. Thank you, Miss Dimples, for doing this. And I see you, man.